In this second video, we will be moving our new custom blocks into the SP Pro project folder, and we will be running a Webpack to get them in the right place. So in the previous video, we have created two test blocks, a header section and a content section. Now the first step is to move these, copy paste them into the SB Pro folder. And to that end, you will need to copy everything. So that's the template files themselves, as well as all the assets like JavaScript, fonts, and CSS. So we're going to copy all of this. And we're going to place this inside the assets folder. So this is the SB Pro main folder. And then we have the assets folder. As you can see right here, we already have a bunch of elements folders. I would suggest that for your own custom blocks, you create a new folder named elements custom. And we're going to paste our templates as well as the assets inside this new folder. Now the name of this folder is completely arbitrary. You can choose any name you'd like, as long as you make sure that you put that name inside the Webpack configuration file in a second. All right, so we have now copied and pasted the block files into the SP Pro folder. And the next step is to run Webpack and make sure that they end up inside the elements folder. When SB Pro, when the page builder runs inside the browser, it actually loads all the templates from the elements folder. However, since this is part of the Webpack build process, we advise people to place them inside the assets folder and then run the Webpack build. You can, of course, place them directly into the elements folder. However, if you were to modify some JavaScript or some other assets, some other source files used by the SP Pro site builder, and you were then to run Webpack, which is required to rebuild the application, you would all the blocks inside the elements folder would be gone, because this folder gets reset during the Webpack build process. All right, so for the next step, we're going to open our Webpack configuration file, and we're going to scroll down, and we are going to need to replace this line of text with this. So this is where your where you need to put the folder containing your custom blocks. So you want to make sure that this one is the same as the folder that you've chosen right there. All right, now we're going to save this. And for the next and for the next and last step in this video, we're going to run the Webpack build process. Now for this, it is required that you install node.js and you have installed all the dependencies used by this project. We will explain this process in a different video. At this point, I assume that you have installed Node.js and have installed all the Node dependencies so you can run your build. We are then going to switch to the terminal, and you're going to want to make sure that you are inside your SB Pro project folder. And at this point, we're going to run the Webpack build process like this. Now, the exact command that you are running here might be different if you are on a Windows machine. If you're using Linux or Mac OS X, you can use this command right here. This command is just a shortcut to load this right here. If you look at the package.json file, It is a shorthand for running this line of code right there. All right, the build process has now completed. When we go back into our project folder and we look inside the elements folder, we will see right here that we have our content block, our header block. We have a skeleton here as well, which we will discuss in the next video, as well as the asset folders. They're all here as well. At this point, it's probably a good idea to have a look at the blocks inside your elements folder and make sure that they are loading okay. How we can do this is by simply just going to browsing to the folder containing your blocks and open either the content section or the header section inside inside your browser. You can see right here that I've opened the header section inside Chrome, and it's looking the way it should. It doesn't seem to be anything wrong here. Have a quick look inside your inspector, make sure that everything is loaded, that there's no 404s or no assets that can't be loaded. It's probably good to point out here that for your block files to be used properly within SB Pro, it is important that all the external assets that are used, such as CSS or JavaScript, are loaded using relative paths. So it's okay to use to load external stuff from URLs like this. However, if you're loading things off of your own server, you want to make sure that the paths are relative and not absolute. If you use absolute paths, then your blocks will not work properly within SB Pro.